Good afternoon, all. On behalf of IoT Academy, we welcome you all for the 10th and last session of National Level Faculty Refresher Program on teaching strategies, methodologies, and technologies in HEIs. Let me introduce the resource person of today's session, Dr. Nitin Sharma. Dr. Nitin Sharma is currently working as an assistant professor with NL Dalmia Institute of Management Studies and Research, Mumbai. He holds a PhD in Human Resource Development Practices and a qualified MBA with specialization in HR and marketing. Dr. Nitin Sharma, having transformed 5,000 plus individuals in the last 14 years with the mantra of being happier, he is a specialist in employee emotional intelligence and organization dynamics studies. He had presented papers and participated in many national and international conferences, workshops, and training programs. He is the certified trainer of emotional intelligence and body language. He is also specialized in psychology of stress, health, and well-being. He has successfully conducted 15 hours of intense training session on organization behavior for the commissioned officers from Indian Navy ship, Indian Air Force, and Indian Army, and officers from friendly neighborhood countries. He not only helps students gain knowledge, but also helps students to become a better human being. We welcome you, sir, and with this, we hand over the session to Dr. Nitin Sharma. Sir, please. Sorry, sir, you're in mute, so you have to unmute.
Hello, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Okay. Very good afternoon, everyone. Hi, hope you people are there. Okay. Okay, so let's start our day. And today's topic will basically talk about the stress and the time management. Okay, so I hope you all must be aware about the stress. In fact, I don't need to talk, about the definition and the concept, actually what the stress is all about, because each and every single person now a day is going through this pain, actually, the stress. So, and in fact, trust me, just a few days before I conducted one session in my which actually talks about the stress management only. There are lots of employees actually, had direct, word with me regarding the stress, and most of the people were facing the issues related to the work-life balance, and there are lots of disturbance in the family relationship and their relatives, and this, and it's also lots of problems with their kids also. So I've encountered that so many issues, so many problems, so many difficulties they are facing in their lives, and because of all this, the stress level is continuously increasing in the people's life, and which is actually very much true. So today we'll talk about that how to manage this stressful situation in our life, how to manage the difficulties in our life, how to manage the problems in our life, how to manage the conflict in our life, how to manage the grievances in our life, how to manage the difficulties in the relationship in our life. Everything we'll talk about. We'll talk about on the scientific way as well as the artistic way. So there are always the two ways to deal with the difficulties, artistic and the scientific, and the both way we'll talk about how to manage each and everything. Now, I want you to be your concentration completely in the session, because it might be possible after the completion of the session, there are lots of insights you will take, and these insights will not only help you, but also it helps to your kids, your children, or for your family members as well. So our session is the 15-minute session, and last 10 minutes we'll keep it for the question and answer round. So shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope you people are there. Kavita ma'am and Dr. Parimal sir, Dr. Salim sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, good sir. Good to hear your voice.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, now I'm sharing the screen. Okay, is the screen is visible? Anyone please response? Anyone, anybody?
No, sir, it's not visible, sir.
It's not yet visible. Okay, let me check.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now it's visible.
Yes, sir, it is visible, sir.
Okay, perfect.
Sir, at times your voice is low.
Hello, hello, hello.
Sir, at times your voice is low, sir.
My voice is low.
Yes, sir. At times it is low.
Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, you're audible now, sir.
Okay, perfect. Let's start. Okay, so let's start the session with some few interesting questions. Okay, so there are the very, the obvious and the very probable questions in our life, that why some people are very much happy in their life and why the others remain unhappy in their lives. Why some people are very wealthy and why the others people are poor. We must have seen in our life that some people are very much wealthy. They have, the sufficient, the stuff in their life, and some people are remain always poor in their life. They always demanded in their life. Why some people are healthy, they are good at the part of health, and why the other people are sick. And yes, some are very successful in achieving their goals, while other fails in whatever work they do. So God gave us life. God gave us 24 hours, to live our life up to the mark. And in spite of those, some people are healthy and other people are sick. So options are open for everyone. Options are same for all, but still some people are wealthy and some people are poor. Remains poor in their entire life. So these are the kind of questions which actually create, the stress in our life. And this is very much obvious. People are actually happy in their life, and some people are, the disturbed in their lives. Okay, let me go to the next slide. Okay, so each human being has a tremendous mind power. You must be able to see. Let me tell you, everything, whatever we do in our life, whatever we achieve in our life, everything is completely interlinked with our mind, very much. And we need to be understand the power of our mind, the power of our brain. Because of that, we can make ourselves happy, right? So the explanation for this differences, what differences, that why some people are happy, why some people are unhappy, why some people are wealthy, why some people are poor. So the explanation of these differences is in the people themselves, trust me. And to understand this, it is very necessary to know about the mind and its power and its characteristics. You are with me? It is, I repeat it once again, it is very necessary for us to understand the importance of our mind, the power of our mind, and the characteristics of mind. Mind need to use these powers. We know this mind power, but until now we have been able to use it to a very limited extent. And only because we have a very little knowledge about it, we don't know how to use the mind, how to use the brain, how to use the power of our brain, how to use, the capacity and the potential of our brain. We don't know actually. And in this session, I'll tell you how to improve, how to know more about the mind, and how to know about the brain, and how, by knowing of all these facts, how we can minimize the stress in our life, and how we can build a relationship in our life. Even trust me, the most successful people, I repeat, most successful people have been using less than 10% of their mind power. And now think how much of your mind power you have used until now. So if you really want to know how to develop, if you really want to use your mind power to its fullest extent, so I want you to be more focused on the entire thing, right? Okay, so let's talk about analyze our life, right? Let's analyze our life. So we do a hard work. You all must be agree. Every day, every time we do a hard work. Why we do hard work? I repeat, why we do hard work in our life? You all must be agree that we do hard work. Can anybody tell me why we do hard work in our life? Anyone? I want to make the sessions more participative. So then only I can, tell you the secrets of using your mind and to minimize the stress and manage the time in our life. Anyone? My question is, why do we hard work or work hard in our life? Okay, I'll tell you. So if you ask yourself this question, you may mainly get these answers, right? The probable answers are obviously to succeed in our life, we do hard work. We want to be happy in our life, that's why we do hard work. We want a peace of mind, that's why we do hard work. So is it necessary that all the people who work hard will achieve all these things? I repeat, is it necessary that all the people who work hard, they achieve happiness, they achieve succeed, or they have a peace of mind in their life? Obviously no. Why not? Because to achieve all these, it is very essential that we must work sharp and smart also. Must we agree? No one achieve the success, achieve the happiness, achieve their goal in our life by just doing the hard work. We need to understand at the same time we need to do the smart work also. Okay. Now, let me tell you a very small anecdote, which is most of the times actually I share this anecdote with the most of the people. In the month of January last year only, I actually conducted one workshop in Infosys, where I meet, I got an opportunity to meet with the CEO of the organizations and young managers of the organization. And I directly had word with them regarding, the sharp work and the smart work. And the moment when I discussed this story with the manager of Infosys, they really impressed and they asked me to conduct, the sessions in their organizations on the smart work and the hard work only. And the employees really get benefited. So the story is basically about, a strong young man. This is a story about a strong young man. So once upon a time, there lived a strong young man, and the only problem with him was that he was unemployed. So once he was actually, in his time, he was actually passing through one timber can. So the boss of that timber can saw him and offered a job of cutting the wood. I repeat, it is a story of young man who was unemployed. He was passing through a timber can, and the boss of timber can, the owner of that timber can, saw him, that unemployed man, and offered him a job, and the job of cutting wood. Okay, so for that purpose, he gave him a new axe, right? So he got a new axe, a new sharp axe for cutting a wood. So the young man started his job of wood cutting with a lot of zeal. Many times, when the freshers student got an opportunity to work with the new organization, when any interviewee got an opportunity to work with a new organization, when any kid, admit in the new school, when any new teachers start their career in the new academics, everyone starts with lot of zeal, lot of power, lot of potential, right? And at the end of the first day, that strong man was able to cut 7 huge trees with his axe, new axe. Wonderful. 7 huge trees he cut on the first day. Second day, he started with the same zeal, same power, same enthusiasm, and with the same axe. At the end of the day, he was able to cut 6 huge trees. The first day he is able to cut 7. Second day he is able to cut 6. Similarly, on third day, with the same zeal, same confidence, same potential, same capability, same axe, right? Same time, he was able to cut 5 big trees. Now, actually, his performance came down with every passing day. First day 7, second day 6, third day 5. Right? He's putting all the same potential, same effort, same quality work, same confidence. But the problem was his performance came down with every passing day. On the 7th evening, actually the owner of that timber came, the boss of the timber came, was going around supervising the work. So the boss of the timber camp asked, young man, how come your performance is deteriorating, day by day? And the young man replied, sir, I have been working for the same length of time with same zeal, same potential, with same edge, with same confidence, but I don't know why my performance is going down every day. I don't understand. Boss smiled and asked, must have you taken any time out of your busy schedule to sharpen the axe? This is what happened with us in our daily life also. We start our work with the same zeal, same potential, same confidence, same enthusiasm. We start our day, we start our morning. But many times it happens in our life, we not get the expected results. We put a hard work, but many times we fail to sharpen the edge. And the boss of the timber camp, he came and looked straight in the eyes of that young man and said, please understand, it is very important to work hard, but it is also very important to work sharp to reduce and minimize our stress and manage the time in our life. So now I'm asking this question to you, are you working hard or are you working sharp? Or do you sharpen your axe regularly in your life? My question is, do you really sharpen your axe regularly in my life? Now, the second question, you must be thinking, sir, you just need to understand, think which axe we use in our daily life. I repeat, you need to understand that which axe we use in our daily life. So basically, we use two types of axe. First is the body, and the second is the mind. These are the two axes we use. And if we cultivate the habit of sharpening this axe regularly, then we will be becoming a sharp for sure. You all are with me? Hello, you all are with me? You're getting my point? Hope you are getting my point. If you really want to minimize your stress in your life, if you really want to cut down your stress in your life, you need to understand the difference of the hard work and the smart work, and you need to understand what kind of access God gives us, and that is the body and the mind. And it is very essential for us to, to sharpen our axe every day, every single day. How we can we sharpen our axe? Like the first axe talks about the body. So yeah, we can do a little bit exercise. Okay, through that we can be sharpen our axe. We can do some sort of yoga or meditation, so that we can be sharpen our axe. And the second axe is what? Our mind. That's again the most important part of our body, and which is very essential to develop, very essential, and to sharpen our axe. Right? Yeah. So if we talk about the first axe, that is the body, we have muscle power and the body stamina. And it is very essential to eat the nutritious food, to exercise regularly, and to take sufficient rest. Please note the point, you need to take sufficient rest. That is very much important. And the second axe is what? Your mind. You need to sharpen this axe if you really want to get the maximum results from your day-to-day life. And which power we use of our mind regularly? We use knowledge, we use the skill, and we use attitude. And how we can we sharpen this? Develop a positive mental attitude. I repeat, positive mental attitude. You need to be read inspirational books. You need to be relaxed regularly and participate in self-development programs. I repeat, participate in self-development program. I truly appreciate all the people who participated in this program, because this program talks about that how we can we develop ourselves, or the self-development program. And this entire session basically talks about that how you can be develop your acts in your life, how you can be develop your mind in your life, how you can be develop your body. If you're participating in this type of self-development program, ultimately you are sharpening your acts, which will help you to develop your potential and low down your stress level in your life. So I congratulate everybody that at least you actually participate in this wonderful the event and the series of events basically, and you all people are on the right way on sharpening your axe. So congrats. Next, so finally we are done with these two axes. First is the mind, and the second is the body. Right. Okay. So muscle power and mind powers, we all know these things very well. Okay, so let's basically we need to understand. Most of the people actually confuse between the difference between the brain and mind. Most of the people are confused in the difference between brain and mind. I hope you people are with me. Hello.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello, audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir. Your presentation is not visible, sir.
That's fine. Actually, I stopped the presentation and I just wanted to ask the questions to
Okay. Yes, sir.
the
Yes.
participants. So where were we? We were talking about our axis that we need to sharp regularly to cut down and minimize the stress in our life. The two exercises, like the first is the mind and second is the body. So for the development of our body, we should do the exercise and eat the nutritious food. That is very obvious. The second thing, which is the most important, is our mind. And my question was, what is the difference between brain and mind? Can anyone reply? My question is, what is the difference between brain and mind? Kavita ma'am, please.
Hello, sir.
Hi,
So
Kavita ma'am. Very
brain
good
is
afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm so happy to hear your voice.
good
Thank you so
afternoon.
much.
Good afternoon, sir. So brain is a physical thing where we can see the parts of the brain. Like we have the lobes, we have the cerebellum, we have the cerebrum. And when
Okay.
we talk about the mind, it is related to the mental processes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much, Kavita ma'am, for participating. I'm so happy to see the people are participating in the event, and hope you people are getting my point, right? Dipti ma'am.
Yeah, so I feel brain actually help us to think logically. It helps us to reason. Am I audible?
Very much audible. Very much.
Thanks. And mind helps us to think creatively.
Okay. And
Yes.
okay, thank you so much for participating in the event, in the sessions. And let me tell you, this beautiful example will clear, everything. So brain and mind. So brain is basically the physical entity, right? And mind is basically the software of this brain. Okay. So this is our brain. Okay, and this is our mind. So God gave us two updated software, two minds. The first is the conscious mind, and second is the subconscious mind. Okay, now let me stop here with this screen. Okay. Audible? Dipti ma'am?
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay. So where were we? So we are talking about the two different types of mind. The first is the conscious mind, and the second is the subconscious mind, right? And mind is basically the software, where brain is basically the hardware. So if you consider like brain is the computer, okay, the system. So our mind is basically the software of that system. We have two updated software. The first is the conscious mind, and second is the subconscious mind. Okay. Now, can anybody tell me what is the conscious mind and subconscious mind? And well, I'll give you some magical tricks to tell you the importance and the magic of the conscious and the subconscious mind. Can anyone tell me what is conscious mind and subconscious mind? Trust me, these are the two very powerful tools. I repeat, let me explain it once again. These are the very two powerful tools so that you can minimize the stress These are the two very powerful tools which so that you can be lower down your stress in your life. These are the two powerful tools so that you can be manage the relationship in your life, right? These are the two powerful tools which helps you to achieve whatever you want in your life. Trust me. So can anybody tell me what is the conscious mind and what is subconscious mind? Anyone, anybody? Conscious mind, subconscious mind. Kavita ma'am, thank you so much.
So conscious is something like how I'm thinking right now. If you have given me an activity, how am I'm doing my reasoning and I'm reacting to you in the
Conscious.
present.
Okay, in the present.
Yes.
That is in the
And
present moment.
yes, in
Okay,
the
okay,
present.
okay, okay.
And subconscious, which is also known as preconscious, is something where we can see the beliefs, our desires are lying over there.
Our beliefs, our desires lying over there.
Desires.
Okay, 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 okay. And who pampered
We
this?
also have fear over there. We also have fear over there.
Wonderful,
Like if
wonderful,
yes.
wonderful. Please continue, Prof. Continue, continue. You're saying something, Kavita ma'am. Tanuja ma'am, I'm so happy to that you participate in the program. Yeah, Tanuja ma'am.
Your conscious mind is where we are aware of what we are doing, our actions, our thought process, everything we are aware. Subconscious is within our conscious where we are not aware of, but whatever is happening in the conscious mind, it impacts our subconscious.
Right, right. So
Yeah.
if you talk about mind is energy, I repeat, mind is energy, a power very similar to electricity, like, right? So which cannot be seen or touched, but can be used or misused also. And it is an intangible and very invisible power in our body also. Okay, so the conscious mind is basically active when we are awake. I repeat, listen carefully. Conscious mind is active when we are awake. It becomes inactive when we are asleep or unconscious. But the subconscious mind is active 24 hours a day. Doesn't matter what you are doing, what you're not doing, doesn't matter whether you are awake or you're asleep, you're conscious or unconscious, but your subconscious mind is active 24 hours a day. And through the power of subconscious mind, we are completely able to achieve health, wealth, and happiness. If you really want to achieve, if you really want, trust me, if you really want to buy a luxurious house or villa, you can. But for that, you need to be understand the power of subconscious mind. If you really want to achieve a good health in your life, there are a lot of people who are suffering from the diabetes, blood pressures, and many other diseases as well, right? They can achieve the health if they know how to unlock the power of subconscious mind. There are a lot of people who are into the grief and sorrow because they are not, because there are some problems in their relationships. People can achieve the level of happiness if they know that how to unlock the power of subconscious mind. Until now, we knew very little about it. Only in the last recent few years, have researchers begin to throw more light on the power of subconscious mind. So I hope you all people must be eager to know that how to unlock the power of subconscious mind. Trust me, this session is not important for you people, but if you can share these insights with your kids, with your relatives, with your spouse, so it might be possible they also can unlock the power of their subconscious mind. So a kid can achieve the happiness, health, and wealth in his or her early stage. Okay, so let's talk about how to unlock what actually the subconscious mind. We all know the subconscious mind, but how to unlock the power of subconscious mind. We'll discuss it. Okay, okay. So let me share the screen. Okay, okay. So here it is, and yeah. Okay. So the conscious mind. So this is the iceberg. So the upper part, which is very much visible to everyone, this is the conscious mind. But trust me, there are very few people who actually know about the power of subconscious mind, and most of the people are not aware what actually is the subconscious mind and what are the power of the subconscious mind and how to achieve or unlock the power of subconscious. Acha, Fine, we all know that this is what the conscious mind, this is what our brain, this is what our mind, but do you know what is the location of subconscious mind in our human body? Again, it's an interesting question. Yes, these are 7 chakras. I hope you must be aware. Are you aware about the location of subconscious mind in our body? In the next slide, I'll talk about the 7 chakras. It's a very beautiful slide. Tell me, anyone know the subconscious mind? What is the location of subconscious mind? It's very interesting. Tanuja ma'am, please. Hello, Tanuja ma'am. You raise hand. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you. Here we are. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, how to unlock the power of subconscious mind and actually what the exact location of subconscious mind in our body. So you can see there are the 7 different chakras in our body, and the exact location of our subconscious mind is the yellow one which you are looking, right? So our conscious mind is located in our brain. Listen carefully, everyone, please. Our conscious mind is located in our brain. According to a yogic belief, our body has 7 plexus, or we can call it 7 chakras, which is called as energy center. And one of them is known as Surya Chakra, which is the main energy center, is located approximately 2 to 3 inches above the navel, in behind the stomach. So the yellow one which we are looking, that is basically the Surya Chakra, or called as the solar plexus. And it is also known as solar plexus, and it is the network of inter-women nerves, and it is also the seat of our subconscious mind in our body. What? The navel part, approximately 2 to 3 inches above the navel, which is behind the stomach. That is actually the proper seat of Surya Chakra, and that is the exact location of our subconscious mind. So our conscious mind is in our brain, and subconscious mind is 2 to 3 inches above our navel. This is why subconscious mind is also known as abdominal brain. It is also known as abdominal brain. And the solar plexus, or the Surya Chakras, or the subconscious mind, is connected to the conscious mind through our vagus nerve. Right? So there is a nerve called as vagus nerve, and these chakras are basically connected to each other. So this subconscious mind is connected to our conscious mind through this nerve. I hope you are getting with me. You all are with me? Samita ma'am?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Understood. Okay. Let's move ahead. Okay, so let's talk about the power of the conscious mind and their benefits. So conscious mind is basically what? Sensations. So we have sensations, 5 sensations: smell, feel, taste, see, and hear. Right? These are like the very obvious, we can say, the sensations of our body. So this conscious mind processes the information sent by our 5 senses: hearing, smell, sight, taste, and touch. Since the conscious mind is the thinker and the decision maker, so it makes sensor for it to have control over the information obtained from the senses. Next is the movement. Sensation ek ho gaya. Another one is what? Movement. So movement again is the part of the conscious mind. Conscious mind basically controls our movement in our life. You must be agree, right? Conscious mind, I repeat, conscious mind control the voluntary movements of our muscles, which involved in every actions and voice productions, right? Thinking, we have control over the movements. Okay, if I order my right hand just to go up, it will go up. Go down, it will go down, right? So I have a full control on my hand, right? And my conscious mind is actually the controlling things. Thinking, we are away and conscious. We are continuously thinking. This is the power of conscious mind. We are think either positive or negative. So that is also thinking, that positive thoughts or negative thoughts. Most of the times, maximum time actually in our hand to think the positive or think the negative. Right? If something bad had happened with us in our life, if something which is not goes accordingly, as per our perceptions or thought process. So negative thoughts comes, but it is very essential for us to, to feed our mind with the positive thoughts. And I have a bright future, positive thoughts. People are good in life, positive thoughts. My life is wonderful, positive thoughts. People love me very much, positive thoughts. I'm very capable, positive thoughts. Negative thoughts, I have a dark future. I have no future. Nobody's trustworthy in this world. I have a lot of problems in my life. People never appreciate me. I'm incapable in my life. And days are very tough nowadays. People are getting promotions in their lives, but I hardly get a promotion. You are putting all good efforts to getting the promotion, in spite of though you are not getting the promotion in your personal life, professional lives. People are not actually, the working as per your way. So these are the things which create, the stress in our life. It is very essential for us to feed our mind with the positive thoughts. Okay, so these are the conscious mind. I don't think so we need to do much. There's no need to talk much about the conscious mind, because I wanted to take you that how to unlock the power of subconscious mind and what is the subconscious mind. So what is the subconscious mind? Subconscious mind, as I told you, the solar plexus, okay, Surya Chakra, sensation, yes, sensation and movement. This is basically comes under the subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind actually controls the sensations and the movements also. So sensations means what? Sensations are experienced both by conscious and the subconscious mind. So for an example, when we sleep at night, our conscious mind is subdued, right? We also sleep. We are okay, but in spite of though we are able to the phone ringing or smell something is burning, we slept. But if something is burning in our house, in our family, we can smell it, whether we are sleeping. And this is because our subconscious mind is always active and also has the power of sensation. Movement. What happens when you are sleeping and the mosquito bites you? I repeat, what happens when you are sleeping and mosquito bites you? You immediately sweat it, even though you are still asleep. In your conscious mind is inactive. Your conscious mind is inactive. You don't know where actually that mosquito is, but still, you're directly sweated. And how does this happen? This is because your subconscious mind, which is active even when you are asleep and has a control over your body movement also. Step walking. You must have heard this word, step walking. Is also an example of the subconscious mind controlling the power of movement. Yes, your subconscious mind controlling the power of your movement. And this is an enlightening piece of knowledge. It includes the bodily performance can be enhanced by giving suggestions to the subconscious mind. Trust me. You actually don't know the way your eyes are closed. Many times, the people's eyes are closed. Sometimes their eyes are open. Their conscious mind is sleeping, but still they can, the people are find the right way to get out of the house or roaming around the house. Reason because the conscious mind is asleep, but the subconscious mind is awake. You probably know that coaches often give a pep talk to the sports person before sending them on the track or field. What is that talk? It is just getting positive suggestions. Yes, these are okay. This is what the subconscious mind. Let me give you the another, the example of subconscious mind. If you have a control over this, you can. It is very easy for you to, to lower down the stress in your life. Telepathy. Anyone can tell me about the telepathy? What does it mean? Telepathy? Anyone? Anybody? Please. Please, who knows? Tell me. Instead of raising hands, you can just unlock your audio and tell me what actually the telepathy is. Telepathy. This is the powerful tool of subconscious mind. If we have control over it, we can be lower down the stress in our life for sure. Telepathy. Telepathy. You must have heard this word before. Telepathy. Anyone? Anybody? Telepathy. Kavita ma'am.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Tanuja ma'am. Okay, Tanuja ma'am. Okay, Karthik sir, you there? Dipti ma'am. Telepathy.
Yes, sir.
Parimal sir, any idea about the telepathy? What does it mean?
Telepathy, I mean, sometimes without communication, some people, they know each other's thoughts, distant thoughts. They are aware about each other's thoughts without, physically communication.
Okay, because we
Distance
know their
communication.
intentions. Sometimes we know the people's intentions. That's why we can be predict, his behavior could be like this or that. Okay.
It's like,
Okay.
intuition or
Thought
sixth
waves.
sense. Sixth sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Sixth sense.
Okay. Somebody think something.
Thought waves
Okay.
or thinking in the same frequency.
Thinking in the same frequency. Okay. So is the distance matters in this telepathy or not? So it means if suppose someone is sitting next to me, then only the telepathy will work.
Distance is not important.
Okay. So it must ever happened to you that precisely when you were thinking of someone, that very person phoned you or called you? It may happen.
Yes.
With you.
Yes.
You're thinking of someone, yeah, it's actually the long, the days has passed. Let's call the person. We are supposed to call that person. हम रोज सोचते हैं कि call करना है, but actually, we didn't get a time to call him. But suddenly we got a call from that person. And this indicates that when we think of someone with a strong desire, I repeat, listen carefully. When we think of someone with a strong desire or intense feelings, the other person receives that message and thinks about us too. Our intense feeling attract that person to us. I repeat, our intense feeling attract that person to us, and it is called telepathy. Right? You must have heard the famous dialogue of many Hindi movies. When we want something in our life, the entire environment start working on it. That is called telepathy. And telepathy works no matter how far the two people are. He went across the globe also, and this is the power of our subconscious mind. Telepathy is the powerful tool. So just imagine you can lower down the stress in your life if you have, and if you can feed your mind with the positive thoughts, you can connect with these people across the globe through the telepathy. But the desire needs to be very strong. The feeling should be very strong. That hunger needs to be very strong. This is a powerful tool of subconscious mind, telepathy. Another one is the conscience. I repeat, conscience. It is the very common experience that whatever we think of doing something wrong, a voice comes from within that don't do it. Our inner voice comes that don't do it if we do a wrong in our life. So it will call it the voice of our conscience. So technically speaking, it is our subconscious mind communicating with our conscious mind. And the subconscious mind is the seat of our wisdom. And hence it is the opposition to assist the desirability in the action. Okay? This is the importance of the telepathy and the power of subconscious mind. Okay. Let me share the screen. Telepathy. Where were we? Yeah. Telepathy. Okay. Yeah. Emotions play an important role in our life. Positive emotions and the negative emotions. Right? Emotions. If we have a proper control of our emotions, we can be lower down the stress. We can manage the stress in our life. Positive emotions are love. Positive emotions are mercy. Positive emotions are forgiveness. Positive emotions are gratitude. Positive emotions are bliss. Positive emotions are tolerance and compassion. Negative emotions, fear, anger, jealousy, doubt, intolerance. And how do we emotions? How we control over the emotion? Can anyone tell me how we can control the emotion?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Hello.
So your voice is very low now, sir.
Hello. Hello. Audible now? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Sir, it is low, sir. Your voice is low.
Hello. 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 Ma'am, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now it is a bit audible, sir. There is some disturbance in your video also, sir.
This is what actually, the problem with the.
No, now it is perfect, sir. You're perfectly audible.
I'm perfectly audible. Is
You're audible.
the screen is visible?
The screen is visible, sir, but your video is
Okay.
not visible.
Okay, video is not. Okay, just give me a second. Okay. Okay. Positive and the negative emotions. Okay, now is it visible, ma'am?
The presentation is visible, sir.
Presentation is visible. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. You're audible also, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
so
sir.
much. Thank you. So we're talking about the positive and the negative emotions, right? Okay. Yes. So this is the power of our subconscious mind, positive, negative, and the next one is mental clock. Mental clock. Interesting. This is the the wonderful example of the power of subconscious mind. Mental clock. You know what actually this mental clock is all about? A mental clock at some time or the other when we plan to wake up early for some important work or any event. So we set an alarm clock accordingly. So if, I have a presentations in the morning at 7 o'clock, so we set the alarm accordingly, right? But many times it happened, and surprisingly, we wake up moments before the alarm. If we set the alarm of 7 o'clock, we wake up at 6:55, 6:50, 6:45. Many times that happens with you also. So how does this happen? The fact is nature has placed a clock in a subconscious mind. I repeat, nature has placed a clock in a subconscious mind with the alarm facility, and that clock gives us a lifelong in maintenance-free service. This is what the power of mental clock, and this is the power of subconscious mind. So we just give a command to our subconscious mind that we give a command to the conscious mind. Okay, fine, we have to wake up early in the morning at 7 o'clock. Our conscious minds give instructions to our subconscious mind, and because we were sleeping, so we were not aware about about the time and everything. But our conscious mind is subconscious mind is continuously active throughout the 24 hours. So that subconscious mind actually then gives direction, indications, and alarm to the conscious mind. It's a 6:55. It's the time to wake up. This is what the mental clock and the power of the conscious mind. Another perfect example of subconscious mind, your subconscious mind influence over the universe. I repeat, you want wealth, you can get it. You want something from the universe will give you, for sure. 100% will give you. Stress is nothing, trust me. Our subconscious mind, our solar plexus, our Surya Chakra had not wins not only over universe but also over the end, not only ourselves but also over the universe. And you have probably heard of unbelievable powers of two Indian Rag. I don't know whether you are aware or not. There are the very two popular Indian Rags in the history, Rag Deepak and Rag Malhar. I hope you heard Rag Deepak and Rag Malhar. Rag is basically systematic, the classification of the song, and Deepak is basically the lamp with an open flame there while, Malhar is playing. So history provides evidence that when Tansen, I repeat, Tansen sang the Deepak Rag, the heat actually generated in the atmosphere was so much that the surroundings had caught the fire. And thereafter, the two sisters, Tana and Riri, had extinguished the fire by calling upon the rains to pour by singing Rag Malhar. In this way, the subconscious mind can influence anything in the universe. And there are numerous examples of the universe supporting your personal intentions. You must have heard this name, Tansen. He was very good into this, the Deepak Rag. And the two sisters, Tana and Riri, They both were very good into the Rag Malhar. The moment, this Mr. Tansen actually saying this Deepak Rag, the surrounding caught the fire. And the moment when this two little sister actually saying the Rag Malhar, so they basically call the ring. It means what? It's directly our universe are directly linked with our subconscious mind. This is the power of subconscious mind. But again, the conditions apply that hunger, that thirst is required very much in our life. This is the influence over the universe. Magnetic power. Yes, subconscious mind has a wonderful magnetic power. Wonderful magnetic power. It's a very touching story in the Ramayana about the tribal woman named Shabri, and who had an intense desire of Lord Ram to come and visit her house. Lord Ram doesn't have any direct connection with Shabri. Lord Ram doesn't know who actually is Shabri, right? Or about her existence also, right? But Shabri, who had an intense desire for Lord Ram to come and visit her house. So if you think about it, seems to be a very far-fetched desire. So why would Lord Ram visit the house of an unknown tribal woman? But as we all know, it happened on his way to search of Sita. Right? On the way to search Sita, actually Ram visited Shabri's house. Rama stopped at the house of Shabri without having the knowledge of the subconscious mind. How would one explain this incident? Shabri's burning desire, I repeat, Shabri's burning desire activated her subconscious mind, which made Rama visit the place. In a way, Shabri's subconscious mind created a magnetic force which attracted Rama to her house. Similarly, our subconscious mind can create a magnetic force to attract anything we desire. It could be health, it could be wealth, it could be love, it could be relationship, it could be mental peace, and the list is endless. If we realize and use this, our life would be much different. Trust me. This is the power of subconscious mind. Yeah, wow, wonderful. Right. Aladdin and Genie. This is the beauty of subconscious mind. You must have heard the story of Aladdin and his magic lamp. When Aladdin rubbed his magic lamp, Genie would appear at his service and do whatever Aladdin desired. As a child, I believe this is the only a piece of fiction, but as I grew up, I wondered if it was really possible to get such a magic lamp in our life. I have now discovered that we all have such a lamp with us in our mind. The conscious mind, the subconscious mind can also be compared to Aladdin and the genie. So whatever the conscious mind orders, the subconscious mind works to make it reality. And when we need to know is how to rub this magic lamp. It is very essential for us to know that how to rub this magic lamp. So that it does, that we want it to do, bring us, we want it to bring and create it, what we want in our life. It is very essential, I repeat, listen carefully, it is very essential for us that how our conscious mind command to subconscious mind, and subconscious mind is ready to do whatever you want in your life. That is for sure. This is the story of Aladdin and Genie. So Aladdin is basically our conscious mind and the Genie is the subconscious mind. This is the power of subconscious mind. Okay, so last two slides, some ways to be happier. Let me tell you some beautiful, important things. Actually, these things is based on the research. Okay, it is very essential for us to thank God for everything you have in your life. You need to practice physical activity little bit every day. Very much required. Doesn't matter whether you're going gym or you're at home, but at least some physical activity is required, like a yoga and the meditations. You spend your money on the experiences, the kind of experiences which you are getting right now, right away. This is the kind of experience. It is request everybody to be or suggestion to spend some money on this kind of experiences in your life. Face your challenges in your life. Put everywhere nice memories, photos of loved one in your family, in your, on the wall of your family. And always greet and be nice to other people, smile and changes the mood. Or this is something very important, you need to be wear comfortable shoes. Actually, many times it happens, just because of the fashions, we wear the shoes and which trigger, actually this discomfort trigger our conscious and the subconscious mind, which leads to our, the anger and the frustrations. Listen to music. What you eat has an impact on your moods. Always, try to avoid, just try to avoid the junk food and have, follow the sattvic food in our life. People feel happier, when they feel good, and look around. Try to avoid tight clothes. Gives, have a proper clothes, and allow your breathe, skin to breathe. Share your thought, your family members, because they are your true friends. And don't imitate others. That is the most important thing in your life. And always, you are genuine, you are unique. The power of your conscious and subconscious mind is tremendous. If you have a control over your conscious and subconscious mind, you can minimize the stress by following these steps, and you can manage the time in your life. Satisfaction, which is the most important in your life. And yeah, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your valuable time and for patience listening. Okay.
The session is open for discussion now. You can unmute.
Yeah. Please. The session is open for the discussion.
You can unmute and interact with the resource person, or you can post your questions in the chat box also.
Okay.
Thank
so
you.
Yes. So as a gist, let me tell you. We talked about the 2 axes in our body, which we really need to sharpen in our day-to-day life. The person actually achieved. He put in all his effort. First day, cut the 70s. Second day, same effort, 60. Third day, same effort, but 5 trees. The reason, because he not sharpened his X regularly. And the X's are our body and our mind. In our mind, 2 types, conscious and subconscious. If we can unlock the power of subconscious mind through the thirst and hunger, we can achieve whatever we want and desire. That is something. That is basically the gist of the entire presentation. Yeah, please.
So, how to control the emotions?
How
can we control the emotions?
Control.
Yes, sir. How can we control the emotions?
Okay. It's a wonderful question, ma'am. Thank you so much for asking such a wonderful question. See, how to control the emotions? First of all, the question itself is wrong. Right? You are not supposed to control the emotions. You need to understand the emotions, because the moment when you control something, right, sooner or later, the moment when it will, because you're suppressing your emotions, you're controlling your emotions, you're controlling emotions. One day will come that emotion will, jump. And the moment when it will jump with the double frequency, which actually may hurt your, which may disturb your life as well. So you are not supposed to control your emotions. You need to understand the emotions. You need to be mindful in the present situations. You need to understand the present situation. Most of the people either live in the past or live in the future. Why many people are in the trouble? Why many people are in the stress? People are in the stress because of either they live in the past or they live in the future. There are very few people who live in the present, and present is the gift. Trust me. So forget about the past, forget about the future. Live in the present moment. Be mindful. Whatever you are doing, if you are eating, mindful eating. If you're walking, it should be mindful walking. If you are thinking something, you need to be mindful while thinking, and thinking positive. That is more important. So instead of controlling the emotions, you need to understand the emotions. What are the benefits? What are the advantages of this thinking and this emotions, which actually do. And when it comes to the emotions, trust me, I'm telling you, very important thing. Always live. The people live through 2 ways in our life. People live through 2 ways in their life. The first is by heart, and the other one is by mind. So when you are living with your family, live by heart. But the moment when you are stepping out of your family, this is the 21st century, this is the irony. Start thinking. If the other person is talking sweetly, nicely with you, better to use your mind instead of direct to the heart. So at that particular time, your emotion won't get hurt. That's the thing. So instead of controlling, you need to be understand. Yeah, please. Any other question?
Any other questions?
Because controlling is not the solution. Many people have the problems with that how to control the bad habits, how to control to avoid the junk food, how to control, the difficulties in our life. Control is not the solution. Understanding is the solution. Understand the benefits, advantages, disadvantages, the problems and difficulties, and the problems will get disappeared for sure. Yeah. There are lots of beautiful stories also from Ratan Tata's life as well. Ratan Tata's and Nandan Nilekani and then Sudha Murthy and Narayan Murthy Sahab. Very beautifully they managed the stress in their life. So there was a time, it's a beautiful story about the Ratan Tata as well when the Land Rover and Jaguar. There was a time when Ratan Tata was supposed to sell his entire Indica car unit. Indica, I repeat, Indica is a very successful brand under the Tata. But there was a one time, due to the stressful situations, Ratan Tata was about to sell his entire Indica car unit to Bill Ford, Mr. Ford, to Land Rover and Jaguar. Yeah, Chetanji, please. Chetanji, you raised hand. Hello, Chetanji.
Madam.
Chetanji,
Hello. Madam, please share
sir.
feedback link that I am not getting.
Yes, sir, sure.
In WhatsApp group. Sorry. Yes.
Right. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Participants, any other questions? You can
Any
post
other
a
questions?
question.
Any other questions related to anything? Okay, Deepika, how to understand the emotions? That's a good question. Now, how to you need to understand the emotions? See, it is actually not that difficult to understand the true emotions. When it comes to the emotions, when it comes to the three emotions, you can be easily assessed, by someone's behavior. A person's behavior for a particular time. See, every person is living in this world with two faces. I repeat, listen carefully. Everybody, every single person is living in this world carrying two faces. First, which is the real face, which is behind, his personality, and the fake face, which actually he carries always. He always shows this fake face to this world, that he is good into this area, he is good into that, he is very much, confident in that area. That is the very much fake, right? So if you really want to understand the emotions of, from the people, it's always a solution to start, spending the time with the person. So for the first 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days, 10 days, it might be possible that that person can live with the, with the fake face. But after passing of certain time, the original face will come. Automatically will come. A person cannot carry the fake face for the longer time. If you really truly want to understand someone's emotions, start spending good time with the person. And by the passage of time, you will come to know the true emotions of the person. And once the real face comes into the picture, it's going to be easy for you to understand what actually, his emotions is all about. That's why in 21st century, most of the people start living in live-in relationship. Why people are living in the live-in relationship? Why the people are giving so much time to their relationship? Just to understand the emotions of each other. After spending the 5 years, 6 years, 10 years together, after that they decide to get married. Because they want to spend a sufficient time with their spouse, with the live-in partner. Once the frequency match, when the emotions match, they get married. If you really want to understand the emotions of someone's true emotions, not emotions, true emotions, give him a time and ask him for a sufficient time. Because for a time being, a person can be fake. Anybody, anyone, because he is carrying the fake face in his personality. Yeah, Munia ma'am, nice session. Thank you. Thank you, Munia ma'am.
Any other questions?
Deepika ma'am, thank you.
I think there are no more questions, sir. Shall we
No more
wind?
questions. Please. We can wind up. And before to end the sessions, I would like to thank all the participants who actually listen to the sessions patiently, and a special thanks to the people who asked the questions. So thank you so much. Yeah, ma'am. Please, over to you.
On behalf of IoT Academy, we thank Dr. Nitin Sharma for the informative, interesting, interactive, enlightening, and enriching session, sir. Thank you once again for the amazing presentation, and we thank you for enhancing our knowledge with a commendable presentation. Thank you very much for your efforts, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. I thank all the participants for joining the session today. Kindly submit the feedback form using the link that has been posted in the chat box. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Yeah,
thank
have
you,
a great
sir.
time. Thank you so much, ma'am. And if possible in the future, I will throw some more light, on the same topic.
Yes, sir, sure, sir. It was an amazing session, sir. We expect more sessions with you, sir.
100%.
Thank you very much.
All the very best, all the participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah.